best gift ever! Wind up Mistel. Modelled upon no one in particular. No, really. No one. Just trust me on this. Unto the morrow. I have my priorities. Minion. Desiring to honour a certain individual with a mammoth likeness, but knowing that it would go against his wishes to do so, the artisans of the Crystal Mean came up with the perfect solution, making a mammoth likeness anyways, but giving it a vague name. That makes everything alright. Right? By any other name, I would still be a rose. Oh, my precious little boy. And I have seen what the... Also, I love how angry he looks. I have seen what the action is that it takes. Yep. It is the good old Exarch pose. Or summoning pose, I suppose it would be. Reflections in Crystal. I guess our final quest. A heart laid bare, Reen appears to be at peace again. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Alex? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Come, my Mistel friend. Ooh, that was unique. Oh, Master Alexander, I have but this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think that I will not have the honour of showing them out again. But I am informed that you yourself may yet return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. How many times have we few assembled thus in this storied chamber? Many and more, I think. Were the Exarch standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, it would be complete were he standing before us with Emmett Selk smirking in the wings. Since we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it, it's all the same to me. So long as it serves you in some way, I will be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. Oh my god, it's too adorable. Angelo stays ready to work his magics on our soul. It says stands, not steers. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirit needed. Now all that remains is to return to the source. The 12 know we've made Kryl and Tataru worry long enough. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul-imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time. Let's do it! Begin the soul-imbibing ritual, return the source with your comrades! Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Did it? Are we?
A prayer to keep us ever by your side, an undying promise that we just might carry
We're home.
on in a song. Pray don't forget us, your bygone kiss.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're all back!
And should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live on.
Thank you.
Stand
My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
this time, tumbling, turning, we make
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
here to lift us, then we won't.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Some days later.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that? No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realize we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think
Graha, really?
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Grahatia, at your service.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid, truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money! 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 The great motivator! There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I? Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions. Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance, but give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
I'll talk to you in a second, my beloved. I'm told Raha has shed with some of his tenseness he had as the Crystal Exile. If you ask me, he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Why, the Raha of old would leap down from a high place just to make a dramatic appearance. Something someone did in some epic or another. And Alphinu wasn't so different. Still, I'm glad to have them back safe and sound. Boyish insecurities and all. Everyone likes the garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Grahatias is an outfit suited for travelling, while his weapon uses a piece of the crystal tower as a focus. Brilliant, right? Now I know we probably shouldn't go around chipping bits off elegant relics, but it was just one little piece. It'll be fine. If you look at like the level, what was it, 64, I think, weapons, they were all chipped off the crystal tower, so you're back. Tell me, Alex, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbour for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that'll do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted, or hungry. Yet if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you and on your adventures, so I shall persevere. Whosoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that, a green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause, that he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Reflections in Crystal. Grahatia is now available as a trust companion. Nice. Hope's Legacy. I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th Arbral Calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can overcome all trials. We have always done so, have we not? Ask how he fares of late. Do you mean since I awakened in this body? The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well. Though my memories straddle the lives I have lived, there are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting for the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Y'shtola assures me it is similar to yours, Alex. That is to say, it is somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. Oh, there's the wait now again. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between your circumstances and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is you were different people. Thus did your soul gain its density. How you were able to merge is another matter, given what we know of the soul. That you possessed distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated. Though I but theorize perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say that I hadn't improved. Far from it. At any rate, our souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say, attunement? It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or could this be the result of having undergone another rejoining? If so, it would serve as proof of a future that many fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend. Lest we forget. Of course, yes, I must show him the wind-up Mistel. We finished 5.0 that way. We finished 5.3 that way. So angry. Also, it's EA's Twitch. That's so cute. Well, now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about. But would you be so good as to confirm them for me? Aye, just as I thought. They went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the mean had come to me with a proposal, you see. In celebration of the knight's return, they asked how I wished to be commemorated. On a coin or as an automaton. Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. It makes no difference what name they give it. Yet, still they did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. No longer am I a leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I ever felt and experienced, all these things and more I have brought with me, you have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart always, until the end of my days. And with that, we've done everything we can for 5.3, and that's it till we find out, I guess, what's coming in 5.4, which is like the new story leading up to the next expansion. Which does sound very final, but I don't think it will be. But only one way to find out. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!